In 2, in 1. Fuck's sake. Why can't I do it correctly?
Because you suck, man.
Why can't I do it? It's so easy. We have, fuck's sake, man. All I want to do is click the right scene. I have it all set up. I have it all done and dusted, and I can't fucking do it. Jesus Christ, I'm going higher up. I can't. Fuck off, you lot. Oh, yeah, right. Take the piss. Take the piss. Take the piss. I'm a one-man army here, trying to run all this shit. I'm a one-man fucking duder, and you guys fucking just take the piss all the time. Well, you know what? Piss on you. Piss on you lot on a Friday. Why? I killed Mythic Hellier. That's right. Me. Yeah? The ledge. The ledge finally over with that fucking boring fight. Jesus Christ. Oh, what a drag. But still, grats to the lads. Apparently we smashed some very good guilds. Play better, yo. That's all it takes. All it takes. Yeah, wrecked like hunters. Really sad story. Yeah, I feel... Can we get a wall of feels bad man for the hunters right now? True story, we had to bench both of our hunters after they put in at least maybe near 200 wipes into Hellier. Did not feel nice. Did not feel... I know I've got this like little grin on my face. That's because I'm doing drama. It didn't feel nice. I felt bad for the lads. Especially as we had to swap them for like an elemental shaman. Oh, it feels bad, man. It does. It feels bad, man. Those guys were like, okay. I'm sorry. I'll be on Discord if you need me. But our raid leader was really touching about it. He's like, look, we're really sorry, but we can't do it. we can't, we have to swap in some other guys. We have to swap in some other guys. Yeah, bummer. And no, don't make me smile. Fuck off. You guys are cheeky. It's Friday! Everybody should have finished work by now, hopefully. We do have a web show tomorrow, though, where we're going to be talking about PreachCon. For those of you who are interested. We're not releasing the tickets tomorrow. Don't worry about that. But we are going to release the information about the kind of stuff that we're going to be doing this year. Because we made some changes, obviously, after learning a lot last year. And sort of tempering the grandiose ideas I had. We thought about, you know, what did people really enjoy at PreachCon? Let's make that bit better. And do that kind of stuff. And add some more stuff in. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow at the web show. Along with a whole bunch of other shit like we usually do at the fucking web show. You guys know the story. It's going to be in July, I think. Yeah, it's in the summer. It's going to be hot, man. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Like, Augur's not invited back. Worst part of PreachCon 2016 was Augur's just on his own. Flat out the worst part, man. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, honestly. Let's get on with our drama stories. And I want to say a welcome to a lot of the new faces. Since we started doing the series, like the Healer series and the Tank series, and of course we're doing the Melee series. Small update on that. We did ditch the Survival Hunter. There ain't nothing... I can't make that class interesting. I can't. I tried. But I tried. I capped the fucking thing. I did all the fucking stuff with it. We got him some gear. You can't do it. It's just impossible. It'd be like the worst series ever. It'd just be a troll on the audience, honestly. So we're doing a Fury Warrior instead because, you know, Fury Warriors... I'm a shit. So yeah, I know this dead class for now maybe, but we're doing the Fury Warrior because I fucking love the Warrior. It's my 12-year-old baby is the Warrior, so and he just sits there not being capped, and it makes me sad. So we're just gonna fucking bro storm everything to death. But we've had a lot of new faces. Hello, all you guys. Hello, chicken shit. Not really. I braved it long enough. Braved it more than most Hunter mains have. I'll give it that. I braved it longer than most of those guys. But it's drama time. So what is drama time for all you new guys? Basically, people are crazy motherfuckers on the internet because they're anonymous and all that kind of good shit. So what we do here is we check out some of the stories that you run into while you're a noob. Maybe you encountered some crazy person, probably from Sweden. Just seems to be the way it goes. And generally we have a bit of a giggle, but we also walk away thinking, wow, yeah, maybe I should watch out for these signs. Maybe I should watch out for these signs while I'm in this environment. So I've got to be honest with everybody. We've got some nasty stories today, like real nasty ones. But there is some bants in there. So what are you going to do when you've got bants? What are you going to do when you've got some bants? So we're going to be looking at those, right? We're going to look at those. Fuck off, Julio. You know what makes the stories more fake than anything is my embellishments. Why? Because we still want the show to be entertaining. And shockingly, not everybody is a literary genius, but that's fine. I want you to write in. Apparently, the most important line I've said on Drama Time recently is, if you don't write it, chances are I'm not going to read it. Which has encouraged a lot of you to actually write in. Nope. Bombshell, yeah. A lot of people are like, well, you probably won't read it. I'm definitely not going to read it if you don't write it. That's for sure. But I read pretty much all of them. With Drama Time, I'm fucking lost me. We'll do the names during the story because they're not here. That's what we'll do. Hunter, oh man, I tell you, my hands are shaking. Literally, my hands are shaking. I've got blisters on both of my hands from this morning. I have blisters for days, but that's okay. That's all good, man. That is all good. I'm happy with it. All right then. I fixed it. You're fine. You're fine. All right then, you wonderful, wonderful people. Let's have some fun, shall we? Holla, Preacher and Ghosty if he's present.
Hello.
Hello to you, sir. I've been enjoying Drama Time while doing mindless WoW grinds for a while now. I thought I'd share a little short story that happened in my guild in case you're in need of filling that last little bit of time in an upcoming episode. So what I've actually done is put together quite a few little short stories for us here today. Okay, again, these are nasty. We don't usually do the nasty ones, but they do build up over a while. My guild is based on freedom. Name that country. And our origin could probably be a long Drama Time by itself, but we made this guild just before the start of Legion, formed of a bunch of players who played back in vanilla Wrath of the Lich King, but lost interest in the dark ages of WoW. Already tossing shade, man. Tossing shade at Kata, tossing shade at Mop, tossing shade at our beloved Warlords of Draenor. That cream cake of justice that was the Warlords of Draenor. I would fuck a dog to play WoD again. I would. We are a cutting-edge Mythic guild. Not really, but we're not super serious, but we do raid Mythic. But we're better than your average guild. North Korea for life. Okay, a few days ago, our healing officer... Your name is really Ace? That's awesome. I hope that's not fake. Our healing officer, Ace, and one of our mages... Blankenship. Blankenship. We're just chilling in Discord. As you do, chilling in Discord. When I got a whisper from a newly recruited guild member saying someone was getting in contact with him, asking to talk to an officer GM of our guild. What can the reason be, folks? As the GM, I asked for the battle swag, added the guy, and then the whisper came. Hello? I've had an issue with one of your guildies in LFR. This line was like blood in the water for a shark. I am not ad-libbing that. That is the wording of it. It's gonna get dark. So I went about setting bait to humiliate this guy. I started off by asking what had happened. What happened in LFR? What happened? Tell me what happened. I'll make it all better for you. And after this hunter explained that he was simply trying to explain the strats for the Trial of Valor in LFR, when my Frost DK, Cornelius, what did you do, Cornelius? All he was trying to do was explain Trial of Valor. That's all he was trying to do. Our fucking hero hunter, right, was just trying to fucking... Stop taking the piss! Stop taking the piss. He's trying to just fucking make sure we've got a smooth run. I've wiped on Guam LFR, right? So I know. You're elitists. Every single fucking one of you is elitists. Elitists for days. When one of our DKs, a Frost DK, Cornelius, told him to shut the fuck up. It's LFR. It don't fucking matter. True. Fuck LFR. And the people in it. I asked if there was anything else. Did he say anything else? Did Cornelius say any other words to you? And was told by our hunter. He was being very rude. He insulted me, and he insulted my DPS. I mean, he's a hunter, right? It's not his fault. 715, bro. 715. I decided it was time to have some fun. So I whispered Cornelius. I throw some whispers out. I get Ace, I get Blankenship in Discord, and I move us all to the officer channel. Savage. I invite our hunter to our Discord. I told the boys, my guild boys, to pretend to be genuinely concerned and find out what it was going to be like to deal with our hunter friend. So he joins Discord. This was a voice only Caitlyn Jenner could love, and told us the story of how Cornelius was saying things to him in LFR like, "You are fucking terrible. How do you do under 100k DPS?" And apparently Cornelius also said, "Your mother doesn't want you." It's fucking cold. That's some fucking cold shit right there. That's some fucking cold shit there. That's some dark shit. So I, being the caring GM, asked Cornelius his side of the story and what had happened. Cornelius, acting concerned, admitted, "It's true. I did say those things to him. I did talk shit at him." The hunter then rebutted. The hunter said that his DPS, sure, it was below 100k DPS, but, all you Saki bastards here, right? It's because he's an RP player. And he cares more about what kind of cool armor he could put his character in than how much damage he could do.
Hell yeah!
So we checked his transmog. And I have taken a picture for you. Now, assess the transmog, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty good.
It's a pretty good RP transmog.
Not bad. Oh shit!
I think
pretty good.
I don't know. I think it's a pretty solid RP transmog.
It's RP though, mate. You look at the forest colours, you're thinking a little bit of camouflage, yeah? A bit of subtlety. But look at that bow. Glowy, glowy, glowy. You ain't sneaking up on shit with that.
I think he's got a very Robin Hood vibe going, and I think you're all being very offensive, honestly. I think you're all being very offensive. Now, our man does not like this transmog. After seeing his transmog, I was triggered. I was triggered, preacher. He continued to then tell me about how, in Wrath of the Lich King, he raided fucking hardcore, mate. But quit because he wanted to be... he quit because raiding now is casual trash. Take that, raiders. Like a shotgun to the fucking chest. Anybody who raids now is just doing casual fucking trash, mate. All that shit. Casual trash. You're bad. You're bad. You are nothing like Wrath raiding. This guy was the fucking shit. Upon checking his armory, his hardcore Wrath of the Lich King guild had killed, in fact, no word of a lie, 10-man razor scale just before Cataclysm dropped. So I guess you could say they were pushing the limits. I stopped in mid-sentence. Whoa, 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 poppy clogs, kid. And I went on to tell him that if my DPS, and I want you to listen to this sincerely, Hunter. After listening to all sides, after what Cornelius has done to you, I have to tell you that if my DPS was under 100k, it's true that my mother wouldn't want me. And I'm a tank. I then went on to explain that if he played the game at such a high level in the past, surely he could do more than such trivial DPS and perhaps be a more useful member of the raid. I urged him in the future to maybe just ignore people in LFR instead of trying to get them kicked. But the hunter came back and said he was not trying to get Cornelius kicked. That was not his intention. But what he's actually trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, what he's actually trying to do by whispering the Guildmaster, finding out who the Guildmaster is, whispering the Guildmaster, and joining the Discord, the whole purpose of this was to promote a better atmosphere within their guild. Yeah? I can help you all. No. You take that back, Loud Beer Guy the Third. He's going to come in there and he's going to make your guild better. Yeah? We could all use our little hunter here to come in and make our guild atmosphere just that little bit better. We said, I don't think you came through all this effort just for that. I think you wanted to get someone kicked after they made fun of you in LFR. Following this, though, of course, I kicked him from Discord and we all burst out in laughter and maintaining the serious tone throughout the conversation. We shared the story and we all found it pretty funny. Now, chat, I'm thinking you found that funny. Well, I found it really mean. I thought that was very, very mean. Very mean-spirited. Very mean-spirited. You guys are just nasty, all of you. Very nasty. Terrible, terrible people. What a lovely lad. He's just trying to make the guild better. You bastards. Right, we didn't use those names, so we're going to use them in this one, really. Besides Cornelius. I can't do it. I just can't do it. My hands are fucked. Thank God I'm not raiding tonight. Come on. Let me look at the keyboard like a true pro. There we go. There we go. If you want us to feel bad, I have to try harder. Okay. Can do. Can do. Can do. Is that Yiddish? Shut up. This is about other people. It's not about me. You're not all here just to pick on me on a Friday. You're drinking my Glacio Smart Water. Sponsored. Hello, Preacher Ghosty!
Hello!
It's my second time writing to you. I'm the guy who leveled in vanilla for 6 months straight. I've been playing WoW for 12 years. And I've been a raid leader since I was 11. I am now 20. You might think that my raids were terrible. But no, my guilds were always some of the best guilds on the server. So let's go back to Wrath of the Lich King, the best expansion ever. I was 14, a proud leader of an edgy guild called... Andy, I want a 0 to 10 on the edgelordness of this guild name.
Hit me.
The Shadow Dragons.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. Oh.
The Shadow.
You sound like a pair of fucking Nick Cages, mate. Oh.
My guild's called the Shadow Dragons. Before every raid, we listen to some Britney backwards. Yeah. We're pretty good, man. We're pretty good. Ever since DK's joined the game, I'm ready to rock, man.
And we were clearing, that's right, 12 out of 13 ICC 25 for Rook. I love the emo. The emo emoji's the best ever. Being 14 and the best warrior on the server.
Humble brag.
I was a cocky little shit. No. No, not you. And was always just messing with people for some bants. I would make guild ranks like sucking dick for gold. For people I wanted to annoy. And always have fun on our voice chat at someone's expense. People were not annoyed too much because I would only mess with people who were also up for a bit of bants. Good choices. One of those people was a blood DK. Ace. Ace.
Tom Ace.
Ace Blood DK. Ace Blood DK. He was around 25 from his voice, and Ace Blood DK was a real asshole. Sorry, Ace. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it. Ace was a real asshole. Unlike me, though, who would mess with people who, who were all the Bants masters, Ace would target the quiet. Would target those who would not respond well to such things. Especially since his version of jokes were basically abuse, because they wouldn't talk back to him. Ace is a bully, ladies and gentlemen. Ace is an online e-bully. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I thought Ace was really funny. Bastard. But I found Ace really funny and allowed it to happen, which of course was a big mistake. Ace had a high guild rank and was basically my right-hand man, so he had all the guild privileges in guilding recruitment and kicking people. And one of our raiding nights, after killing the 4th boss of ICC, it dropped a one-handed axe, which his friend, Blankenship, really wanted. And of course, he did not get, since he was new to the guild, and already was receiving far more gear than he should have, but since he was a friend of Ace, I let it slide. Yeah? I let it slide. Blankenship wasn't even upset, as he had loot off all the other bosses. He said something like, "Whatever, mate, I'll get it next time, though." And we just carried on with the raid. We cleared ICC and called it a day like we always have. Just for me to log on to my WoW account the next day and see me being the sole member of my own guild. Everybody in the guild had been kicked by Ace. Every single person. And of course, the guild bank was gone. The mats were gone. And he'd replaced everything with fishing poles. I messaged a bunch of people asking, what's happened? Why did everybody get kicked? To find out that a lot of people who I used to know and have bants with, right? My bants cohorts had me on ignore. They put me on ignore. Apparently Ace had been clever and thought that I had kicked them all. So they were mad at me for kicking them without notice. I was furious with Ace. I wanted to know what the fuck happened, and when he logged on, I went, "Dude, bro, what? Bro?" Just to hear a reply saying that you got what was coming for you. You were the one who brought down the Shadow Dragons. He said I had become corrupt and was using the guild to gear my alts instead of thinking about guildmates. Alright, you ready for the twist, chat? Which is kind of true, but not really. But not really, right? It's true, but not really, right? Which is definitely the best defense. Yeah, kind of, but not really, right? I mean, we're all convinced when someone uses that argument. If anybody ever responds to your allegations with, "Yeah, but not really." Yeah, maybe. But not really, though. Like, a little bit, maybe. Now, in all honesty, I did have most of my alts being bis-geared from ICC Heroics. And while it's true I did use most of the mats in the guild bank on myself, but, right, no, wait a second, right, you guys might think what a dick, but he did ask before taking any of them. So it's alright, right? As the guild master. I mean, often when the guild master asks if he can get something out of the guild bank, the guild often responds with no. No, guild master, don't do that, please. Because I had asked, I told Ace that he was full of shit and put it on ignore, right? Because he asked, right? I messaged people that I had on my friends list, explained the situation, and many of them agreed to join back. but I could only get back around 12 people. By the next week, I gathered a bunch of trials and went to 25-man heroic trials to test them out. The beasts of Northrend stood proud that day. Yeah, ice howl charge, yo. How to spot a fail. How to spot a fail. Ice howls charge. Oh no, 2 worms? How do we do 2 worms? I don't know, man. What the fuck are we gonna do? I swear I thought these people were trolling me when I saw 6.2k gear score. That's right. Yeah, you heard right, people. 6.2k gear score. Yeah. 6.2k. Going on. Not even pulling 6k deeps. Not 1 but 2 worms. Good God. I rage quit the guild. And I've never formed a new guild for my entire WoW life. I got fed up with drama, of which I could write probably 20 more stories. I am now allergic to PvE. I haven't done a single raid since Wrath. And that's right, heroes. The former leader of the Shadow Dragons is now pure PvP, mate. Kata, Mop, Wad, and Legion are complete garbage in PvP. And I think I'm going back to real life. That means you've been playing garbage PvP. Let me math this. For 6 years. And now you're thinking about it? Kata, Mop, Wad, and Legion is 6 years, right? I think. It's around 6 years. It's got to be. It's got to be near 6 years. So now I'm thinking about going back. Thank you for reading my stories. All right. P.S. though, and this is for all you lot as well. This is for you lot. Stop spreading lies about women playing priests. I have met, are you listening? Over 30 women who play WoW. How many have you met? Right? I have met over 30 women who play WoW over the years. And every single fucking one of them plays a druid. I think we only have 1 girl in the raid now. She does play a druid. I think so. I think our raid only has one girl in the raid now. I think she does play a druid. Oh, where's all the girls gone? It was used to be a total feminista fest in our raids. But wait though, plot twist. Way less girls in the raid. Guild rank's gone up by over 260. Just saying. Could be a coincidence. I'm just going to throw that out there though. I'm just putting it out there. Who knows? It could be anything. That's all I'm saying. It could be anything. Oh, to be fair, at BlizzCon, all the girls I spoke to, all the girls I spoke to were all priests. Every single one of them. I started my own drama. Bring it on. I'm alright. I'm good. Right then. Where's the one? Okay, here we go. Let's go further back in time, you wonderful people. Let's go to Blackwing Lair. Yeah. I hate the way that gun's in my background, like poised. Are you ready for this title? Fuck yeah, bro. This is the shit right here. If I can spell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I've met a lot of female druids. What did we have in the guild recently? We had we had a female shaman, female druid, female tank, I think at one point. Female rat. All the girls playing all the roles. All good, man. That's quality right there. Bad guild ranks, though. I don't know. Okay. Are you ready? Oh, no. Greylander's like, oh, God. Some words are still on the list. Yeah. All right. I should stop encouraging it. Right. Oh, in fact, I do have the names. Okay, cool. Awesome. I love it when you guys include the names at the top. It makes it so much better. Right. We'll have Furland as the guild leader. Furland. We need a brother who will be Dan. Dan the brother. We need another brother who shall be a Walsh. No, who he is. That beautiful, beautiful man. And 2 more. Hachiku. And one more beautiful person. I think we're nearly at the end. Looking at this. We're nearly at the... Oh, no. At the Patreon names. We might have made it. Which is awesome. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Preacher, Ghosty, and the wonderful people in the chat room. That's you guys. My story takes place in the wonderful land of a vanilla private server in year 2016. Me being a kid during the days of vanilla. I'm pretty bored with the shitty state of Warlords of Draenor. Me, my two brothers, and a couple of our friends decided to go private. We leveled up and got our pre-BIS raiding gear, and somehow we ended up in a guild by the name of... Somebody only call a guild name. The Edgelord Syndicate. Yeah, we'll go with that. The Edgelord Syndicate. The guild was led by a man with the name of Furland, who was also the main tank. Furland seemed like a good guild leader. He had good gear. Well, I don't know what else you need. Honestly, at this point, what else do you need to be a guild leader? One, he's bought a charter. That's way more effort than most of the WoW player base can muster, to be fair. And he's got gear, right? So, job done. He had some raid leading skills. And he had a guild which could regularly drag 40 people into a raid. Somehow our clique of 6 or 7 people got into the raid team and we cleared Molten Core very easily. I was the newest tank, so I was given the prestigious place of 4th tank. Yes. I was never to tank anything other than occasional trash here and there. Yes, we've done it. Dan was a Fury DPS warrior, and Walsh was a priest healer. Our friend Hachiku was a resto shaman. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, pretty good. Manatide bitch, you mean? Let me change that. Shaman healer, Manatide bitch. Got it. Awesome, excellent. Something I must make very clear to you people is that we were all pretty good players. I don't think any one of us have been in a top 200-ish guild at least. And usually, always, we were at the top of whatever we were doing. But we saw a lot of problems in this guild during the MCs and Zul'Gurubs. Hunters rocking 100 DPS. Oh, is it Legion? Way! Way! Warlocks at 200 and whatever. Our raid team was fucking useless and couldn't even press their buttons correctly or follow simple tactics such as Spider Charge, stop DPS. Although no guild I've ever been on a vanilla private server could actually do that. But we hung on! Because a big clique has real problems getting into an established guild. Because there is too many spots one needed to take. So we continued raiding on. We were all crisp and did our utmost for the guild. We farmed all the consumables for ourselves, clearing Diamond North for world buffs, joined every Zul'Gurub and performed at the top by miles compared to the rest of the raid, so we had our positions solidified. With Dan becoming class leader, I was promoted to 3rd tank, almost making it to off-tank status, and there were some fights where I was actually allowed to tank some of the ads on the bosses. We're getting there, people. We're working correctly. The others just stayed on top of their game, but they didn't get much of an improvement in guild status. We enter Blackwing Lair. And what awaits us when we move into Blackwing Lair? What awaits us as soon as you go into Blackwing Lair, which says, do you belong in this raid, mate? Let us just do this first, just to check you belong in Blackwing Lair. No, mate, you do not belong in Blackwing Lair. Fuck off back to Molten Core. Fuck off back to Molten Core. And come back when you're ready. Razor Gore the Untamed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. For those few who remember the first time you walked in and went, this is going to be like Ragnaros, right? Tank a couple of ads, DPS it. It's going to be fine, mate. It's going to be, oh shit. Master Orb controller, though. Every time. Oh, yeah. Okay. And Razor Gore was an utter shitfest. When people can't do DPS, that shit is hard. But somehow we pushed through and progressed pretty fast and got to Firemaw. Oh, Firemaw, the bane of that guild. Long before we got to this point, we had seen some pretty scary tendencies come out of Furland. Furland was a drunk. He had also suffered from paranoia. So our little group was just laughing at his rage moments where he would talk extensively about everybody on the private server was out to get him. And some of them would follow him around. Have you ever noticed when you go to the auction house that there's people always there looking at you? Like I can't even go there. I can't. I was out questing the other day and this guy was just there, man. He was near me. He was killing the same mobs as me. It's pretty weird. I think they're after me. I think what's going on. Yeah. I even remember a flame war. A flame war on the forums. When Furland had tried to initiate an RP pirate event. You know what the server? You know what all servers needs? Every server needs an RP pirate event. Yeah. Imagine, we've now got outlaw rogues. We could make it legit. We could all roll the bones together. I think that's an important lesson we could take away, is we all did that. His old guildies went apeshit on his ass, mocking him, ripping him apart, and flaming him. And he fed on their hate. He fed on their hate and responded with some of the most rage-filled posts I've ever seen. A huge red flag, but we couldn't find another guild to accept all of us, so we had to stay. Back to Firemaw then. For those who don't know what Wing Buffet is, Wing Buffet, which reduces threat. What's threat? So one had to off-tank it, and it went back to the main tank. Right? He does a breath, you taunt it, main tank taunts back. Problem was, if you taunted too fast, you'd swap threat with the guy who just had his threat reduced, and therefore you'd have no aggro. We, of course, didn't know this, and as I didn't ever tank because I've had the prestigious role of third tank, I was always having aggro. We could just say, if my taunt resisted, no taunt was coming from any of the other tanks, and a wipe was upon us. So Furland couldn't understand the mechanics. Furland didn't get it. His paranoia started to kick in. He was probably drunk. And the rage, because he thought people were intentionally over-aggroing him or reducing his threat. I don't even know how that's possible. He was like a baby. He got so frustrated with not understanding that it was him causing the problems. After he failed taunted, he muted his microphone, turned around, and let the raid wipe. I tried to fix it by keeping the boss, but of course I got hit. So we wiped and got to the next try. Furland, still muted, still facing the wall, pulled the boss. We wiped again. And then he unmuted his microphone and called the raid. We were really, really annoyed with Furland, and we were planning on leaving the guild. But Furland's paranoia was strong. He sensed that we were all going to lead, although no one ever spoke about it to anyone else in the guild. It comes down to ZG. Furland was off to work or something, so our off-tank was leading the raid. But he couldn't be asked to handle loot, so he made Dan and Walsh handle the loot. Everything went swimmingly that run, and they were all really fair with loot, and it went to the highest roller and whatnot. But the problem, ladies and gentlemen, was that mace from Jindo. Cool looking mace, by the way. I bet some of you have it in your transmog. It's BIS for shamans, and a shaman rolled for it, but he lost to our shaman friend. So, of course, Walshy gave the mace to our shaman friend. And no one said anything about it during the raid or after. So we went on with our gaming. Walsh went out to drink for the weekend. And Hachiku came to us after an officer meeting and told us that that off-tank told Furland that we ninja'd the mace. And Furland was going to be demoting or kicking us for robbing members of the guild. We laughed it up and finally found our way out of the guild. Nostalia's crashed and all the refugees from the private server came over and we found a new guild for all of us. So we planned for how we were going to leave the guild the best way possible. When Walsh came home drunk as fuck, we told him about the situation and went straight online and flamed the shit out of Furland. When Furland responded, all his paranoia came out of his mouth and he spewed some crazy shit that we had been systematically taking over the guild one member at a time, corrupting them against him, leading to this Firemaw threat situation. And that because we didn't own real estate, and that we didn't work 10 hours a day as we were fucking losers, he then uses that wonderful term. We did the best thing. We called out all the crappy raiders we could think of online and left us. All except for Hachiku. We needed inside information. And when they went into Blackwing Lair, the next raid day, they couldn't pass the suppression room. So we waited. All of us made LUL macros. That's right, people. LUL macros. In /C. We stood outside the Portal Master in Orgrimmar, waiting for the raid to be over. The second all of the members started to appear, we spammed all of the chat with LUL. We spammed and spammed as they all appeared and ran past us, making a line for them to walk through as they passed on by. Shockingly, the guild fell apart that same week. Furlan went over to another guild, so we found a video of Furlan's raging on another private server. We sneaked us into the guild disguised as bank alts for their raiders and linked every officer the video of Furlan being a turd. He was kicked. He didn't log in for a long time. He came back after a while, though, and joined a Russian guild on the server, and got his last binding for his Thunder Fury. So everything seems to be okay for Furland. But every time we do see him, though, we throw /spit. Link the video. I don't have the video. Thanks for reading this, though. The Cesspool guilds are shit, but they're better sometimes on private servers. I don't have a video. I don't have a video, and I can't release his real name either. Because that's really naughty. I don't want to do that. Right. Slow down, no need to be Russian. Oh, it's not his fault. It sounds like he's got problems. See, you guys are mean. You guys are so fucking mean about all this shit all the fucking time. Right, we need 3 people. Oh my god. Breakthrough? Breakthrough, yeah. No video, no links, no boobies last week. I'm just teasing all of you guys with this shit. No boobies for anyone this week. Right, okay. Breakthrough's gonna be a priest or... This is so PvP. I fucking love PvP stories. This is how this is PvP. Alright, so the priest arena partner, a high rated player on EU, yeah? You could be beef bearded. Right? PvP, mate. Mate. I need to get my voice ready. Mate. Mate and Tom. Alright, good PvP names. Edgelord, solid. Not enough Edgelord names on the Patreon. Not enough Edgelord names. We need to get some more. Hello, Preacher Ghosty.
Hello.
I'm 22. Male. Team Denmark, mate. Yeah? PvP Denmark style. Pretty much a Viking as far as I'm concerned. My drama story is about my best WoW friend who betrayed me. and my own ability to be desperate when feeling threatened. This is about to get educational. No, your name has to stay, Julio. Your name has to stay. Whether or not my reaction was fitting is up for your chat to decide. Denmark, the plebs of Norden. Oh, God. Okay. I started playing WoW at late vanilla. At the tender age of 12. I rolled a male troll rogue. Fake! No 12-year-old is intentionally choosing a troll. Bullshit. Although my rogue's a troll because troll is the rogue master race.
What you say?
Troll is the rogue master race.
Did you say that or did he say that?
Pick.
Did you say that or did he
I
say
said that. Learn to rogue, mate.
This is why the internet hates you.
The internet doesn't hate me.
They do hate you, all of them. These in the chat, bots, frauds, liars.
Okay. Who would become my main character until my account got permabanned? PvP, mate. PvP, mate. Yeah? I remember only reaching level 58 and being in the Eastern Plaguelands before TBC was released. I went out with my daddy to get a copy, but for some reason, I didn't know how to install it. You know what? Side story, because I think this might be more helpful than when it actually occurred. If you own a 144 Hz monitor, you have to tell Windows that it runs at 144 Hz. And if you are one of these people who, after my recommendation, went and got yourselves a 144 Hz monitor and couldn't tell the difference, and you haven't told Windows that it's 144 fucking Hertz, and you know what? I know you're out there because so fucking many of you fell for that.
Shout out to Jax.
Shout out to Jax and to all the other people who admitted that they had been sat with this fucking golden condom, this magnum dong in front of them, and hadn't done it, and were cursing me for it. Preacher made me waste my money. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. How do I check? Chat, please help these people. Please help these people. Please. Buys a Naga and doesn't bind it. Are you my brother, Shank? I bought myself a Naga mic. Can't use these side buttons, though. Alright. Alright. Help these people, please. Help Storm Area. Help Lady Storm. Okay. So you might be wondering the reason I got banned. The reason I got banned, of course, was at the start of TBC. I, of course, used a speed hack to get around that immeasurably large zone, the Barrens. Right? Oh, I can't do this. I need a hack. Mankirk's wife, where that at? Where that at? Down there? No thanks, mate. No thanks. I'd rather spend fucking, what, at least 15 minutes, if not 20, Googling a speed hack for WoW, downloading it, installing it, rather than just fucking run there. I've got to get to Razorfen Downs. That's like fucking Downs in itself, getting down there. That's going to take me all year. Getting a hack. Not only, though, even though it says, looking back at it, it wasn't that bad. The thing that I did that was bad is while I was speed hacking, I would run circles around other players and brag about it. When my account got permabanned, I was shaking and crying IRL. Aww. 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 And I couldn't believe what I had done. But he's got a plan. No, don't worry about it. He's got a plan. I would spam write to Blizzard saying I was willing to negotiate with them.
Well played. That is moxie. That is top level balls.
Wait for it.
Oh, shit.
I would negotiate to get my account unbanned. I would come up with gameplay ideas, which they would be allowed to use in trade for me getting my account back.
Oh, you've got to appreciate the stones. The stones. Michael. The grapefruits on this map.
Now, you might be surprised to find out that that didn't help. I know. I'm as shocked as the rest of you guys. And I ended up giving up. Accepted the fate of my account and moved on by making another account, which I still use to this day. But still, bravo. Bravo. Bravo indeed.
Nice.
Let's fast forward then to the Cataclysm. I started doing some PvP on my DK, mate.
Rolling deep.
Get gripped. Get gripped. Big plays. Being the noob I was still a clicker at the time. And when my partners would ask me to grip someone, it would take me ages. And I would get kicked off the team. You need to grip the priest. Oh, mate. Got him. Oh, that's fucking funny to imagine. Hold on a minute, mate. It was like shooting yourself in the leg when you entered the arena. I left high-end PvP after this. Gotta book those grips in advance. Grip that priest. Do you have a reservation, mate? Do you have a reservation? Oh, that's funny. But I did want to continue my interest in PvP. So, mates, in Cataclysm, I made a level 1 orc warrior called Fire Twink. Fire Twink's purpose was to be full geared in midsummer gear and remain level 1 for eternity. I didn't lock the XP though, and without me noticing, I hit level 2 by turning in the midsummer quest. I felt like all my hard work was for nothing. So I started leveling him, even with my retarded name. I've got a plan. No. He's got a plan. Shut up, you lot. He's got a fucking plan. It's all good, man. It's all good. Just wait. The hard work, though, right? The midsummer quest. Making a level 1. Naming it. Getting the name. Getting to the quest. Turning the quest in. Oh. I never considered myself a warrior player. And I'm not looking at chat at this point, by the way. I'm refusing. And I couldn't be asked to level him beyond level 34. But it was at this point I started watching a YouTuber and WoW gamer called Swifty play warrior. He had videos about one-shot macros and stuff like that. It looked amazing. It gave me strength to level my warrior. At 85, I was getting used to key bindings. I had the key bindings I had set up. I felt like I was now the shit. I boosted my gameplay by a ton. But couldn't break 1750 in arena. Now, now, to be fair, as a kid, a one-shot macro's got to look pretty fucking awesome. It's just that all you slimy cunts in this chat just know it as a macro. That's the only problem. That's the only problem. That's the only problem. Oh, they ripped the fucking... Oh, they ripped the emote? Oh, man. But 1750, though. It's got key bindings, though. It's a story about me. 1750, though. Nailing it. Mists of Pandaria launched, though. I was excited to play my warrior and get a fresh start at fucking PvP, mate. I joined a casual PvP guild where you could find other people to do arena with and do rated BGs, though, mate. It was at this time I met my upcoming best pal ever, Breakthrough, who was an undead holy priest, and his mate, who was an orc hunter, beef bearded. They were both Danish, like me, but they were new to PvP. And they were looking for someone to show them the world of PvP. Who better? I will be your fucking guide through life, motherfuckers. I got this. I got this. Here's the Swifty video. Macro that. Don't matter what class you are. Hunter. Macro it. Mortal Strike, yeah? Slap it down, mate. Done. I whispered them. I would be more than happy to help them out. At the time, I had hit 1850 in 3v3, and I thought myself to be becoming quite literally the shit. I didn't expect to win any games with these bros, but to my surprise, we won 13 games in a row. And then we stopped. We were playing KFC, by the way. If it was not clear. A few PvP noobs in my chat. Yeah? KFC, mate. Hunter, Priest, Warrior? KFC? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I was impressed with these Danes. I learned something about myself as well that day. I expanded my knowledge. Kentucky Fried Charge. Spicy Chicken Cleave. What's the worst? Let's have it in the chat. What's the worst PvP abbreviation? There are some fucking wacky ones out there. I learned something about myself that day. I expanded my own knowledge when I had to teach them. I ended up doing a lot of 2v2 arenas with Breakthrough, where we would eventually receive 2.2k, mate. At the same time, I remember the match like it was yesterday. We were playing against a Resto Shaman and a Demo Warlock. Oh, that sounds like fun. We had faced them before and lost. There was no shame in it, since they were both gladiators from the previous season. But that game, we fought with everything we had. I was shaking, swapping backwards and forwards all game, interrupted the Warlock setups until it happened. We got the upper hand with a good swap to the healer, and then he fell to the ground. We slash-hugged both of them as a sign of respect for how well they played. It's semi-worth noticing that Breakthrough was around 2195 rating. I was at 2179. I needed 21 points for that achievement. The Warlock died. The end game screen popped up, showing me receiving exactly 21 points, and was followed up by the achievement. It was the happiest moment in my WoW career at the time. Needless to say, we stopped there for the night. I think that's pretty cool. Everyone should have a moment like that in WoW. It's cool. It's cool as fuck. Like the screams in my ears last night as we down hell here. The scream, the scream, the scream. All good, man. All good. 2 thumbs up to that. 2 thumbs up. Serious face. Well played, son. Well played. At this point, I had really bonded with Breakthrough. Screwdriver. We were each other's go-to arena partner. And we would have nice combos and bants and everything while chilling in 2v2. We knew each other and what we were going to do all the time. So we didn't even need to coordinate much. We were just talking shit and crushing skulls. All of this was in the first season of Mists of Pandaria, where Warrior was truly at its prime. We had 3 banners, we had Intervene, which could break roots, we had a nice set of offensive and defensive abilities, paired with the Hamstring, mate, off the global cooldown, mate, and a charge that stunned. Rip Hamstring, never forget. There is not much to say about the rest of the seasons in MOP. Breakthrough and I played 3s to 2.5k. We were very proud of it. But I was getting worried. I noticed the demand for his healing services in Arena getting bigger and bigger. He was talented, calm, fluent English despite being Danish, and a good understanding of the game. Too soon, Gladiator and Rank 1 players started asking him to join them for Arena. I got sad. I can't compete with those bros. I couldn't even give him what they could. Oh! I can't give him what he wants. I know, my dick, it's just not thick enough. It's long enough, but it's not thick enough. They could give him something I could never give him. Higher rating. 9 inches of rating. Around.
Think about it.
After going through MOP, we both hated the expansion with a passion. We were doing arenas, we would talk all the shit about the expansion regarding classes and changes to warrior. But WOD launched! We had grown sick of the Horde and went Alliance. Me re-rolling to a Gnome Fury warrior. And him being a human disc priest. We leveled up as fast as we could, and at the time I had finished college while Breakthrough was still in it. So naturally I had more spare time, which I used on my warrior. I reached 100 a lot earlier than him, and I started to look for people for 2s, mate, to get some gears with. With my experience from MOP, it had become very easy to find people who would play with me. Too easy, in fact. Most of the players sucked massive cocks, 6 inches, around. And I couldn't be asked to teach them, so I would ditch them constantly. While suffering in Trash Ran, I was looking through pre-made groups, where I found a low-geared warrior queuing for 2v2. He was a rank 1 warrior, whose gear sucked even more than mine at the time. I signed up, he accepted. We came up with the idea that we would both take the talent Siege Breaker to ping-pong the enemy, by stunning them, positioning him, and doing all kinds of good shit. As double Fury warrior, best comp confirmed. Breakthrough hit 100. I would boost him in 2s, getting gear. After he got his gear though, we decided to hardcore grind our 2v2 rating. We didn't pick our comp because it was any good. We picked it because it was our mates. We didn't want to re-roll. As you play at 2.2k plus MMR, you figure out that there are 2 comps popular. A combat rogue and a healer mage. Survival hunter and a disc priest druid. Being the team we could stomp every single game. Without breaking a sweat. Even against multi-rank 1 players. And and 2, the cancer of WOD. It had me question my decision of WoW due to the pure cancer the comp was to play against as a warrior. The frozen ammo would be a hamstring, had 0 cost and was spammed at 40 yards. If you closed the distance to either the druid or the priest or the hunter, they would CC you and laugh at your warrior. Even the wins against that comp didn't feel satisfying. I just felt that they had played badly. Up there, at the top, it was mostly rogue teams, which we stomped. 2450, chat. 2500, 2550. It went up and up until we faced a rogue disc priest team. Easy, we thought. We couldn't have been more wrong. The team we faced were no other than the highest rated players in the EU at the time, a multi-rank 1 priest, and a guy called Tom. The fucking destroyer. Tom. They played like gods, but so did we. Eventually Breakthrough. He missed a deadly throw into him, kick all the time, but blah, 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 happened in PvP. And we won. The game was my proudest moment ever, and it still is to this day. We were the inventors of a storming comp, which we had never seen before at this rating. We were the highest rated people queuing that comp in the EU. But there is one thing you need to know about Breakthrough. He can be stubborn as a donkey, especially when he's made up his mind. He put me on ignore when he was playing with a new higher rated team. He would play until only 30 minutes were left of the season. He was going for gladiator rank without me. 30 minutes remained, and this is when he quit the dream and went to help me. I was nervous. This was the moment I had been waiting for. We just had to win one more fight. We entered the queue. It popped fast and we faced a rogue paladin. Easy, I thought, but the nerves got to me. I'd whispered a lot of high-rated teams queuing at this time. People who were well above 2.6 to queue up at the same time as us and let us win if they faced us. Win trade in PvP? Well, I've never. Luck was not on my side. We didn't face one of those teams. It was someone else that I didn't know. I couldn't perform to my maximum. I was too nervous about what was about to happen, and they were playing well. We lost. We queued up again, only to face our arch nemesis comp, a druid survival hunter. We lost again. The season was over, and I was devastated. I took my blame out on Breakthrough while sounding like I was making fun, but I was being serious. I was crushed. This could have been my biggest PvP accomplishment. It just slipped away. I would never forgive him for not joining back earlier. And I still bring it up every now and then. Every time he acts like a little bitch, I throw it in his face. We're still friends. But that moment will resonate with us for the longest time. But this is where the story gets dark. One night I told him I would be AFK for 15 minutes as I went to grab some dinner. The team accepted it and off I went. What I found out when I came back though made me furious and scared. They were doing arenas with another warrior. A warrior with more experience than me. A gladiator warrior. I asked them when they would be done so I could step in. They told me they were going to play for like an hour. I agreed, but I was not feeling good about it. The time is 10 PM. The hour had run out, so I texted them to invite me. They ignored me. I got furious and worried for my future arena with Breakthrough. They continued to play for 4 hours straight. When they were done playing, they got 2600. Breakthrough being a bro still wanted to play with me, but our shaman friend didn't. My rating was too low. I became furious, called them out for being disrespectful. I questioned Breakthrough's and mine's friendship and told him that a friend doesn't just ditch another friend like that. I raged at the shaman for being so disloyal to the guy who gave him a chance when we made the team. He told me to go fuck myself and didn't care. Didn't care one bit about how I felt about the whole situation. No matter how good that shaman was, no matter if he dropped in rating, I wouldn't play with them again. Doing arena is about having fun and playing with people who you enjoy spending your free time with in a game that you pay for. But that shaman was not that guy. I told him that I was sorry for the way he is, because his attitude would make life hard to him. After that, I blocked him and moved on with my life. Not really, I was totally triggered and mad at Breakthrough for betraying me. But I appreciated he wanted to find someone else for us to play with. I was double betrayed. And that was the end of my PvP career. Oh, I've got to go. I've got to go. Oh, I feel really bad for you now. Poor Breakthrough, to be fair. Can we be fair to Breakthrough? He did play for 4 hours. Yeah, she's giving me that dirty look. Right, I've got to go and get the boys. I've got to get the boys. Ladies and gentlemen, web show tomorrow, you wonderful people. Yeah, it's freezing. Our office is freezing at the minute. It's full of snow outside. I'm going to go and get my boys and chill out with the lads, and I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, I thought it was a really fun episode. That was cool. If you're not coming to the web show, see you again. For those of you tuning in late, we're talking about PreachCon tomorrow, all that good stuff. Thanks to Emma sorting it out. Yeah, she's in charge. Be good. Bye-bye. How's my hand? Oh, Emma, how's your hand after surgery? Sore. Oh, she's sore. She's sore. Wah, wah, wah. All right. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.